Hey, Steve Weintraub here with Collider, and I am here with the good folks behind Greener Grass. I'm so happy you guys got to come in. Thank you so much. Let me start with that.
We're so happy to be here. Thank you.
So before I get started, I have to give a huge thank you to Kia Telluride specifically, for being an awesome sponsor, because right, it does actually light up. David, how is this not lighting up?
I think we need to turn
David?
this on.
Oh,
Right.
hell
David.
yeah.
I'm a representative from Kia.
Right. Right,
Don't
so-
worry, Kia, we got you.
Right. There was a lot of jokes also with people thinking they were IKEA. There was a lot of when you mix like comedian,
Different.
you
Is
know.
that why they put pictures of cars?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just to be clear.
Kia.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I really mean thank you, because it's really expensive to cover here, and how we get to promote your movie. You know what I mean? So I first have to start with the most important question. Have you slept?
No, I haven't. I came here right from SNL.
What's this SNL?
It's a show I do. I don't know. You don't know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, did you sleep at all?
I slept about 6 hours. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Five
actually
hours,
not bad.
Maybe 5. Yeah.
Right. That's
He needs
4 and a
more
half.
than that, though.
4
Some
and a
people
half.
can function on little sleep. Beck,
Yeah, I'm
he's a
good.
16-hour boy.
Yeah. I need 16.
Yeah. So
It's hard.
don't throw too many questions his way.
No, I'm going to answer. I'm going to be fine with any of the questions I have for you. I'm good.
right.
I slept enough in it.
I want to.
Okay.
Right. Before we get started going any further, most people watching this will not have seen the film yet, and there's like not a trailer out yet. And so, talk a little bit about what the film is about, and I'll just tee it up by saying it's based on a short film.
That's right. Yeah, our short film, also called Greener Grass. It's basically what we like to call a horror film, in the skins of a comedy, satirizing the world of suburbia.
Yeah, I feel like if you're like in junior high or high school and you live in the suburbs and you're like, this place is crazy, it's weird and I hate it, then you'll love this movie. Because it will, you'll be like, yes, this is all fucking insane. And it
You
really
don't
is
know this,
cathartic.
but Dawn and I, when we were in the edit of the movie, always make decisions based on whether or not French teenagers will like it. And that is because
Our target audience.
we premiered the short film at Clermont-Ferrand in France, and we got barraged on the street by a huge group of French teenagers who loved the short and then got less interested in us when we didn't have our braces anymore. But we always were like, let's make this decision based on whether or not the French teenagers will like
For
it.
the French team.
Will
For the
they
French
think
teens.
we're
Yeah.
cool?
You
Yeah.
gotta be into the underwear around the neck.
Yeah,
The underwear
that
scarves.
that was.
Oh, so sexy.
Yeah.
Underwear scarf.
Super
très
cool.
sexy.
You don't know what we're talking
Super
about.
cool.
Clay chic.
I don't want to say anything, but
In the film, my character wears underwear around her neck because she had this beautiful pair of underwear, and that just had a few tiny holes, and she didn't want to throw them out because they were so pretty. She just uses them as a neck scarf.
And everyone admires them. Everyone's like, I
Yes.
love that scarf.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And then Mary's character has an underwear scarf.
Of
in a later
course,
scene, and
yes.
My character less successfully has a kind of granny panty underwear scarf.
Yes, yes.
we'll talk a little bit about the braces though, because everyone wears braces.
Every adult has braces.
Right. So
yes.
where did that first idea come from? You know what I mean? Like the genesis of the. You know, it's not the norm.
Well, it's so funny that people always ask this question. We actually think it's pretty obvious. We wanted to look younger.
We are aging, and yes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much, like you guys were talking about people who see this and they put so much meaning on things that you didn't intend for there to be meaning. But like, there's so much, with braces, you're like literally just trying to look like everybody else.
Yeah.
And like trying to conform to the same smile that everybody else has. And so much of that is suburbia, is trying to like, oh, she's wearing underwear around her neck, I have to do it now too. They have this house, so like they have a pool, we got to get a pool. They have this thing, that like keeping up with each other and competing and that sort of thing. So I feel like that's kind of what it.
Yeah, all the choices are coming externally.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people are
People don't
making.
know what they want. They just see what other people have and they want that.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that that you're absolutely dealing with something that I think a lot of people. I mean, you look across social media and it's very unhealthy.
Yes, yeah,
That
absolutely.
is the truth. Are you from the suburbs?
I am from the suburbs.
And are you from social media?
I am not from social media, but I am familiar with social media. Right.
You've
No,
heard
but-
of it.
Yes, but you know what I mean. Listen, if you grew up in suburbia and went to a high school, you in America, you understand. You looking at everybody else and what they have and what you covet,
right.
and if you don't have it, you got to get it.
Yeah. I just have
Your
one
parents
question.
being,
Yeah.
like, even parents being competitive with their kids, being like, this kid's doing this thing. Don't you want to do that?
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to achieve what they're getting into this school? Like,
Very
getting you
much.
tutors so you can, that whole thing. Yeah.
I'm curious though, what is it like on set when you have a lot of people that can laugh and make alt jokes? What is it like keeping it all together, and the challenge also when you take that to the edit, when you have so many different great alts?
That is a true challenge. Yes, we had, especially with these two, but so many of the characters in this movie are incredible improvisers and just hilarious comedians, and we did spend long hours in the edit like trying to not kill every improv darling. But that being said, I would say there wasn't a ton of improv once we were actually on set, but such wonderful gems here and there.
And we said before, but the script has so much in it that you want to make sure that you capture what's written. You don't want to we read it and we're like, we want to say that.
Right.
As opposed to like, oh, I can make this better.
Yeah.
It's like they know this world so well that like if there was an improvement, it was like a slight thing or like, maybe a little add-on here or there, but like it was pretty much sticking to what they wrote.
I feel like both Beck and Mary actually have all these amazing little like sighs and like grunts and things, like in addition to other like
I feel like
improv
that's
with
where the
words.
improv
They
was in
have
those,
like
little moments.
these
Yeah.
incredible little like sounds and like little face things that they do that I feel like those we like relished in the edit, like fitting so many of those in.
Yeah, actually, our incredible sound mixer, Garrett Whitley, was telling us, I have to tell you something about the mix. So normally I really go through and I clean up mouth sounds, but with your movie, I really left them all in. it was so much a part of people's characters.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
And yeah, just to echo what Beck was saying, that the script was so concise and there was so much to be acted in silences and in the pauses where the improv, like those little moments of reactions or grunts or something. Yeah, I feel like that's where the improv was, because you didn't want to fill those silences. You want those to really be there because that's so much a part of the discomfort of the movie. Yeah.
You guys,
I just wanted to say that's so nice. Thank you for
It's
saying
so nice.
how much was that? A $5 or a $10 compliment?
Right.
I'm keeping track, and it was 15.
Good question.
You guys are part of the midnight selection at Sundance, and I love the midnight selections.
We do too. We're so happy to be part of it.
Right, I was going to say, so when did you find out you got in, and was when you were on set making it, were you always thinking, we could maybe go to Sundance with this?
We feel very grateful to be here, and we were completely blown away when we got a call from D'Arcy that we were in the festival. But what was funny is Don and I were actually directing something that was shooting on location north of LA, and we were staying in a Holiday Inn Express, which is the exact hotel chain that we all stayed in when we shot Greener Grass outside of Atlanta.
Had a great time, loved it there.
Yeah, Peachtree. Yes.
Shout out to Holiday Inn Express.
So it was this weird
I
trip
didn't.
of us being in a room at the Holiday Inn Express, finding out we got into Sundance in the same world that we made the movie in. It was so strange.
Before I run out of time with you guys, we've been playing a Get to Know Your Sundance Attendee with a lot of people coming through. I promise these are harmless questions. I think.
Oh no! I need you to speak to my lawyer.
I'm curious for you two, what TV show would you love to guest, write, and direct?
That is such a fun question.
And then for the two of you, I know you guys act, but I want to do the writing, directing part.
Yes.
And for you guys, what TV show would you love to guest star on?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
I'm letting you guys do the writing, directing.
Yeah, I feel like I have mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
you say yours.
True Detective.
There you go.
I would so love to be on that show.
And
I think it can happen. I think I really fit the tone of that kind
that
of
is
show.
true.
What are the shows that are going on?
Yeah,
right
well,
now?
what's just well, I certainly have an answer.
I
I don't know if anyone's seen Lindsay Lohan's Beach Party. Lindsay Lohan's Beach Party. I would love to step in and direct that. There is not enough Lindsay on that show. And I think I could fix that.
We keep applying.
Yeah,
I don't. None of our reps calls are going answered.
Yeah.
And this is just what I'd like to act in, not what like
Totally.
I think Succession.
Everyone has been saying that.
Zach,
So good.
Thank you.
you would be
Very
great.
cool.
Yeah.
We can make
You
that
barely
happen.
even have to act.
It's like if people like move out of the suburbs or whatever, they like go to the Succession world, like the Wall Street like business, like that whole
No
thing.
BS.
It's just,
So many people, when I ask this question, say Succession. So that lets you know.
and I don't even really watch the show that much. I just like the world.
Right. A lot of people are into it. So, do you guys have a favorite sci-fi or fantasy film?
Oh, that's a fun question. I loved the new Blade Runner. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
It is
It
fantastic.
was so fantastic.
Mine's a real recent topical movie, The Never-Ending Story. A real recent one. Just came out.
Oh my gosh, I love fantasy so much. Loved all the Lord of the Rings, but I recently revisited Ex Machina, and I loved that movie. So that kind of sticks out to me as my most favorite.
Sci-fi, The Matrix.
Sure.
That's sci-fi, right?
It is.
I mean, it's a classic. It was my favorite in high school. I don't know if I've thought about that in a while.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have another one that's more recent.
What's
but
your favorite?
That's the
Do you
one
have
that
an
comes
answer
up.
to
I answered earlier the Lord of the Rings extended editions.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Yes.
love the trilogy. But
Love the
listen, I could
trilogy.
also say 2001. The list is deep for me. Deep. You know what I mean? Do you guys have a favorite superhero movie since the superhero genre is so popular?
Oh, a favorite superhero movie.
I guess The Dark Knight.
Sure.
It's probably my favorite. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll think of another one maybe.
That one works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of classic. Or maybe the original Batman.
Oh, the Michael Keaton?
Yeah. That I love that so much.
Yeah.
Okay, go. You guys go.
Okay, go.
Okay, I'll go because I know what I'm going to say.
Superhero movie?
Yeah.
Superhero.
Because I know what I'm going to say. I actually, I really like Deadpool. I love Deadpool. I really thought that was super fun.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Yeah, you got
This is
Deadpool's
the
cool,
wrong
Deadpool. Got time to make the Jimmy
question.
Chung.
This is just the wrong question for me. I am so not up on superhero movies.
Yeah.
I truly can't think of one
It's totally fine.
that
There's
I
Wonder Woman too. Did you see Wonder
I
Woman?
did enjoy Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's
Wonder
great.
Yeah.
Woman.
Oh, so you're basically lying to me and saying that you don't.
Yeah.
I get it.
I
get it.
So, I know one movie. I have no idea how this holds up among superhero movies, but when I saw this movie in the theater at a very young age, I felt lots of things and enjoyed it very much, and that is Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. But have not seen it since. But maybe the last superhero movie I saw. No, I'm kidding.
But you did something. It worked for you though.
I did.
Yeah, I now have a bunch of other answers.
Yeah.
Can I say I like Black Panther a lot. Iron Man was amazing.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
I understand. You can't keep on
and then
listing
you also
every movie.
you got Avengers movies. You got Hulk movies.
Yeah, you got.
What film scared you as a kid?
It.
Oh.
So scared.
Yep.
After seeing that, I had to shower with a washcloth over the drain because I was
Oh,
scared
yeah.
it was gonna come out.
That really must be.
Watcher in the Woods. It's about like a woman who lives in a house and it's haunted, and someone spells Narek, which is Karen, backwards in a window, and it's not that popular, but I highly recommend it, but only if you're willing to be frightened.
Yes, mine was it as well.
It
That
was?
really messed me up. Yeah.
I was Children of the Corn. Saw that at like my friend's house. They were allowed to watch those movies, and I was not ready for it. There's also that movie where that guy like on a train with like a wig. I don't forget I said anything.
Perry,
That movie.
Perry, guy on a train.
Guy
He's
on
got
a
like
train.
hair. He's going on
Oh.
a train.
Sounds
He was on like TNT,
terrifying.
like flipping through channels again. Once again when I was younger.
Perry,
Very
guy
good.
on a train. What movie?
Guy on
Yeah.
a train with a knife. There's like.
Perry's Resident Hall.
It was like right after. I think it was like they were trying to like jump on the success of like Halloween. It was after right
Got
after.
it. So got it.
Halloween. But I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys collect?
Collect.
Yeah. I'm throwing some curveballs here.
No, you are. I like
I
these.
know.
I have all of my teeth that fell out.
Oh.
What?
It's not my collection.
It's a little weird because usually collectors like I'm into shoes. I like screen prints.
Yeah.
You know.
This is
I
upsetting.
I don't want them, but I don't know what to do with them.
Throw them away.
Seance with them. What are you talking about? Pull out some of your hair and burn them. You get a little black little star, 5 points. You know,
Maybe,
they're nuts.
maybe a necklace.
Oh, that would be cute. That would be
That-
cute.
I could get them all dipped in gold.
I love that.
Ooh.
Necklace.
Yeah.
I have your Halloween costume for next year,
Do you?
and it involves your teeth.
Oh, good. Tell me, please.
Right, the necklace.
Oh, this one.
The
That's
necklace
my
is a great one.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't need anything else.
I collect sneakers.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
What? And I have to do a follow up if you don't mind.
This is going to be embarrassing because, like, okay, but
No, I was just going to say, is it something where you have an unhealthy collection?
For a while when I was like figuring out what I liked, I would just buy sneakers. And now it's slowing down a lot.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you own over 50 pairs?
I don't think so. Right around there.
You're-
Right around 40 or
You're okay.
50. Yeah.
I've heard.
I'm trying to keep because I don't have anywhere to put
Yeah,
them.
I'd
So,
barely
like,
call
I
that
just-
a collection.
Woo!
I have more teeth than
I
that.
got like 60 or 80. I don't know. I haven't counted them recently.
Oh boy. I mean, really the first thing that came to my mind was I collect compliments.
You
There
funny.
she is.
See? See?
You're pretty.
That, I love it. Put that in my pocket.
I collect large versions of little things.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
So like, 5 foot tall spoon, a 12-foot long drinking straw, which that's not okay anymore. Straws are out.
Straws are out.
that one.
Edit that part out. And then giant novelty pencils, pens. I find them funny, and I don't know why. They just bring me delight.
Sure. There's nothing wrong with making yourself happy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember your first movie or TV show crush?
Oh, Christian Bale in Newsies, hard.
Oh my God, yeah. I
By the way,
relate to that.
I like how fast
Yeah,
that
yeah,
answer
yeah.
was. Some people have to
Yeah.
think. She's like, nope, I got it.
No.
Mine was, and this is kind of upsetting, mine was Tommy Lee Jones in Coal Miner's Daughter. Don't know what that says about me.
That's funny.
Again, not the usual answer.
To this day, though, Tommy Lee Jones, call me. I love you.
What's her name? My Girl? My Girl
Oh,
probably.
Anna
First.
Klumsky.
Yeah, Anna
The
Klumsky.
best.
And then Jennifer Love Hewitt and I Know What You Did Last Summer. was pretty
Yes,
good.
very, yes.
Those are the
I had such a crush on Bart Simpson. Like he moved me to my core when he rode that skateboard.
What?
Like,
When he rode that
yes,
skate, that
like
one episode.
whatever.
Remember the episode where he
that one
rides
time-
the skateboard?
Yeah, it's a real
his spikes
specific.
are rigid, and not blowing in the wind.
Is there a TV show you've watched all the way through more than once?
Yes.
Yeah. I watched The
Oh,
Office.
Friday Night
many
Lights.
times.
Yes, I've seen that through maybe 3 times.
Sex in the City, The
Oh,
Office.
Sex and the
Oh,
City.
Sex and
So
the
many
City,
times.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So many times.
Yes.
Yes.
I've revisited Breaking Bad, but I haven't watched it all the way through twice.
It's funny you mentioned that because we have 3 this or that's. And this or that means which one would you prefer?
Oh, okay.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad?
Game of Thrones.
Breaking Bad.
Game of Thrones.
I have never seen either, and I just need to crawl under a log and die now because
This is what, by the way,
I
this,
should not admit.
Do not tell Bart that.
Game of Thrones.
by the way,
That's my answer.
this is the Get to Know Your Sundance attendee.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
yeah. I have to go with Indy.
Indy for
Indiana
sure.
Jones.
Yeah.
For sure.
And my last question for you guys: do you remember what it was when you were growing up that said, like, you saw a performance or a movie or a TV show and said, "Hey, like, oh my God, I want to do that"?
Yes, of course, Dorothy.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I gotta think about it for 1 second.
Okay, for me it was Cats. I remember I went and saw, it was my first time seeing a show, and we were visiting family outside DC, and I remember seeing it, and during the intermission I was like, what they do during intermission is they scan the audience to see if there are any kids out there who want to be in the show. So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to look like I want to be in the show. That's how I thought theater worked. And that's when I knew I had to be a part of it.
Mine was The Parent Trap. that movie.
With Haley Mills?
Yes, the
Yes.
Haley Mills.
Yeah.
Just obsessed with it. And I was like, I just wanted a twin. And then I also was like, that would be a cool thing to do, be in a movie like that.
I remember a lot of my influences, like growing up, being like, but like I don't remember having that moment of like I want to do that until like I saw. I mean, the only one that I can remember is seeing Long Day's Journey into Night on Broadway with Philip Seymour Hoffman and Vanessa Redgrave and Brian Dennehy, and I was just like, ugh. Yeah, I just would. That's what it was for me.
Completely. I'll stop there and just say again a huge thank you to Kia Telluride for being an awesome sponsor, and sincerely thank you so much for coming in. I hope everyone gets to see the film, and thank you so much for coming in the studio. I wish you nothing but the best.
We're so happy to be here.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
And thank you, Kia. We love you. Yeah.